Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. Thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers. And if you are subscribed over here, make sure, and vice versa, make sure you are subscribed or are a friend over on Instagram as well. You'll get all of like the precursor or the prelude or the pre-everything perfume to what is going to happen or for me to review over here on YouTube. So please make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff, you guys. And we have some fragrances today, a lot of new fragrances. Your girl's been hauling, okay? And I'm not gonna say sad to say, but I've been hauling some fragrances. Fragrances that were on my wish list that I found over at Essence. Fragrances that I see on other people's posts over on Instagram. Like most of my hauls literally come from my European friends over on Instagram, or I follow a lot of fragrance sites as well and I get updates, you know, on their newness that's coming. So anyway, y'all, make sure you're following me over there on IG. I am not on TikTok. Well, you might see my name floating around on TikTok, but I created like 2 TikTok pages and I'm just not motivated. I know people make a lot of money to get on TikTok, but like this didn't start off as a money maker for me and it's not gonna end. It may end as a money maker. I'm gonna put that in the universe. But you know, I'm more of inspiring people to smell what I love, what I think they would love, you know, things that I gravitate towards that I think you may love. It's not just smell these fragrances and, you know, that's it. Like, I love perfume. And not to mention, I have the most amazing nose, you know? So I'm just here to give you the best of the best, y'all. I'm going to be doing a very huge declutter soon. And y'all, I promise, I need to get my life together. I've been so busy. I'm definitely going to do a fragrance review because I need to do a fragrance collective review. I need to do this review because it is getting out of hand and I clearly need to do a declutter because I haven't worn some of these fragrances in like 4 years. Now I wouldn't say 5, I would say at least 4 years. Some of them have been sitting and I haven't touched them, so they need to go, okay? And my KAORI that's pretty much lying doormat will be vibrant soon, okay? So anyway, y'all, like I said, make sure you're following and make sure you're subscribed with those notification bells on. So the very first one we're gonna talk about 2 tea fragrances first, okay? And I need to relax my voice because I realize that like I get so excited and then I'm like blowing you guys away, okay? So looking back at like my old videos, they were like, so hi, my name is Marcy. Now I'm just like, hey guys. Anyway, I'm just so comfortable with all of my friends and family over here on YouTube. And I really feel like I can just be myself. So anyway, the very first one we're going to talk about today is Chris Collins' fragrance. Now this fragrance was sent to me in PR. I do have to do a house review. I purchased multiple of his fragrances, but Lust Eau de Lis, which I'm absolutely obsessed over, was gifted to me as well. He had a little bit of like a masterclass release party. He invited some of us to Beverly Hills, and I was invited and had a good time with Chris Collins. Amazing guy. I am so glad that he is like out here visiting all these states and just interacting with people, because back then I thought Chris Collins was like super quiet, like who is this guy? He's an amazing person and I'm so glad that I've gotten to know him. So anyway, and love his perfume as well. So this one is one that I've smelled many years ago, and then now I get a chance to revisit it, okay? I do have the Discovery set. I've briefly gone through the Discovery set and I have 3 or 4 bottles and we'll go through those as well. So not today though, okay? Anyway, this is Chris Collins' African Rooibos. I love a good tea fragrance. I love all kind of teas. Red teas, black teas, baby white teas, like all green teas, all teas, matcha, oolong, all of that. So when I got my nose on this fragrance initially, I knew that this was one that I absolutely love. So when they sent this to me, I was super excited because I love a good tea fragrance. So this fragrance opens African Rooibos. The bottle is gorgeous. I love these sleek, sophisticated bottles. So let's go ahead and check out the atomizer. Beautiful atomizer. So this fragrance opens up very citrusy, aromatic. There's bergamot in here, but it almost smells like there's some orange or some mandarin in here as well, mixed with that red aromatic tea. There's some warm spices in here, black pepper, cardamom. This is not that spicy black pepper, but that warm spicy pepper, that warm, dry, spicy, almost a pink peppery smelling spice mixed with the cardamom and that warm, sweet, dry immortelle. It almost smells like you're rubbing dry rooibos tea together, which gives you that aromatic herbaceousness with the warm sweetness of the cardamom and the immortelle. When it dries down, there's some beautiful orris in here that makes it creamy, slightly powdery with the citruses and the tea, you guys. This is absolutely beautiful. If you like fragrances like Mimo Paris's Winter Palace with that red citrusy blast of, you know, citruses and red tea in the opening, but it dries down slightly woody, then you're gonna love African Rooibos. African Rooibos is a little more refined. It's very sophisticated. It's a little dark yet fresh and bright in the opening as well. I love this prominent Rooibos tea scent. African Rooibos, y'all, you need to get your nose on. It is absolutely beautiful and I'm loving it. Aromatic, fresh, bright, slightly dark, dry tea, but that immortelle in here mixed with the cardamom and the spices and the tea and the citruses in the opening, it almost gives it a ginger flair. I think the cardamom with that pepper gives it more of a ginger flair than the actual black pepper. I am loving African Rooibos. Get your nose on it. Like I said, I have to do a house review on Chris Collins, and y'all, I'm super excited to be bringing you all this fragrance house review. Get your nose on it. Like I said, I love these bottles. Oud Les Delice comes in the same bottle, and y'all, I'm obsessed with Oud Les Delice, and this one is beautiful as well. Now, the longevity projection on this fragrance is absolutely amazing. I would say within a couple of arm lengths. The sillage, I wore this to work. They loved it. It's very warm, very comforting. The projection is good, and the longevity on this fragrance is 12 hours, okay? I sprayed it on my clothes. It lasted the entire shift. On my skin, it lasted about 6 to 8 hours. So performance overall on African Rooibos is absolutely amazing. Get your nose on this fragrance. The next tea fragrance we're going to talk about is one that everybody wants to know about as well. And this is the new Atelier Blue Madeleine. I also have a sample because I wasn't sure about another rose and leather scent. I do love rose and leather. And this one is actually a little different, you guys. I know that there's rose, there's suede in here. This fragrance, we're going to talk about via Primrose because I only have a sample. So when I smell this fragrance, it's giving me more of a jammy, slightly berry rose scent. Now, I do love it. I do. It almost gives you pink me up, a little bit of pink me up. And it gives you a little bit of rose as well and some suede as well. Yeah, because it gives you that berry sparkling nuance of pink me up. Plus a little bit of fresh jammy rose. It almost smells like there's some lychee in here as well. There's something sparkling, sweet. It smells pink, you all. It smells like a pink suede, okay? Or I would say not a pink leather. I would say a pink suede. A pink suede and a rose with some berries or citruses or lychee. Something jammy, but it maintains its freshness as well. This is really good, you all. So if you like a suedey, jammy, sweet, fresh, airy, rosy scent, fruity scent as well, then you're going to like Via Primrose. I'm going to have to think about this one and wear the sample some more. But y'all, this may be a contender that may be coming home soon when I find a good price. Because I bought a Blue Madeleine. I love the notes of Blue Madeleine. I was like, you know what? I love a good tea fragrance, you know, African Rooibos, Blue Madeleine. I got to get my nose on this one, you guys, as well. This is a black tea. It's not a Rooibos tea, so this one's a black tea. And it smells like a black tea. I heard some other reviews that states that it smells like chai. I don't get chai from this fragrance. I do get a black milky fragrance, but I don't get a prominent chai tea, because chai has a distinctive smell to me. You know, almost like a, I would say a, you know, another world type fragrance, you know, like Indian or Middle Eastern. That's what chai gives me. This one, it comes like this. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. It has the same gold flakes in there. And this is Madeleine. I want to say Madeleine de Proust, but that's Jusette's fragrance. Okay, Accident à la Vanille Madeleine de Proust, which is a vanillic apricot, peaches and apricot. It is gorgeous, y'all. So anyway, Blue Madeleine. Okay, so I sprayed, it is really, really good, you guys, really good. So I sprayed Blue Madeleine here. Now, Blue Madeleine literally gives me dry black tea leaves, okay? It is also giving me a little bit of powderiness in the opening. It's a slightly lactonic, but more of powdery, slightly like a powdered milk. It does give you that breadiness. It's supposed to be Madeleine's, but this actually gives me like powdered sugar beignets with black tea, you know? Now you do get that rose in the background, but that rose is very light, very fresh, very airy, just kind of cutting through the fragrance, making it slightly less gourmand, or, you know, kind of cutting through that black tea. Almost like a light, airy pink rose. It's the same rose that I smell in the Primrose as well. So it is absolutely beautiful. Fresh, airy, tea-like, slightly lactonic, slightly, but more powdery than anything. I think there's some rose in here. There's also some cinnamon in here. It's a little warm spicy, you know, but not overly sweet. It is giving you like a dusting. It smells like there's orris in here as well. But you literally get to me, like a lightly powdered, like a diet beignet with a lightly dusted powdered sugar, not too heavy on the sweetness, with a warm, dry black tea, some cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon. Everything in here is a little bit of everything, and it's balanced very well. But you definitely get a little bit of aromatics, you know, in the opening, and that aromatics dries down that tea note, or whatever else that is in this fragrance that's a little aromatic. It dries down. It's not as aromatic in the opening as it is, you know, maybe like 10 minutes later. But it's very warm, comforting. It smells like, almost mouth-watering, you guys. It smells like you're wrapped up in a warm, fuzzy blanket on the couch, drinking some, you know, black tea with some skinny milk, you know, not a lot of fats in here. This is not too heavy. And eating a skinny beignet, okay, with a, you know, with some rose petals dripped or floating around in your black tea. But it is very beautiful and very comforting, and I love Blue Madeleine. I am so glad that I purchased this one. It was a blind buy. It was a risky blind buy because of the scent of, or when it states aromatic, you never know, you know, if it's going to be green or if it's going to be too earthy. This one's not too earthy. It's perfectly balanced, and I absolutely love it. So the next one we're going to talk about is, and I'm going to do a review on watermelon scents, you guys, because I have about, I think like 3 or 4 watermelon scents, or 2 here today that I want to talk to you about that I absolutely love. This one is called Wave Child. Now, when Hood Scents came out here, we ran to the scent room, which is close to the scent bar. The scent bar, LA, is Lucky Scent, and the scent room is like the one in Houston or Texas, Dallas, one of those two. And they moved out here last year in November. So go check them out. I love their setup, their aesthetics, where they are, the parking. There are a lot of restaurants over there, so love that about the scent room. Lucky Scent, the scent bar, sometimes it's hard to park. It's on a street where there's a lot of traffic, but I still love the people. I love the people in both, but I love the people in Lucky Scent as well. The scent bar Hollywood. There's a scent bar LA I've never gone to, but I always go to the scent bar Hollywood. Getting back to the fragrance, okay? This is Wave Child, and this is my very first one. I do have some samples of the Iris one. I have samples of the cherry and leather fragrance, and this one, when I smelled it, I was like, oh my goodness, y'all. Anyway, if you follow me over on Instagram, you already know how I feel about this because I did a reel about a week and a half ago on this fragrance, Wave Child. Now this, when they said it's a watermelon scent, I was like, gosh, I wanted to blind buy it, but I was like, I don't want another fresh, juicy watermelon candy scent. I did not want that. I wanted something different. So when I saw the note of ambergris in this fragrance, I was like, you know what? David's coming out here. We're going to go to the scent room and I'm going to smell it. So anyway, upon initial blast, this is a bottle. Love the bottle. I did listen to recently, but this was after I worn the fragrance, had it, smelled it, all that. After I did my thing, my reel over on Instagram, Sebastian released a review. And I saw the owner of Room 1015 talk about this fragrance. It's based off of a surfer riding the waves. He was pretty young, so he called him Wave Child. And it's based off of California Love as well. So anyway, Wave Child, it is absolutely stunning, okay? Who would have known a watermelon scent could be stunning? So, ooh, y'all, in the opening, I'm going to go ahead and spray Wave Child. Okay, so in the opening, I wore this to work and I got so many compliments. Who smelled good in here? Marcy, it's got to be Marcy that's smelling good. Somebody said, oh, it smells like strawberries, watermelon. I said it's a watermelon scent, okay? Every single person that I let spray this fragrance, because I did take it to work, they absolutely love it. So there's watermelon in here, there's ambergris, there's coconut, there's cacao in here. So when I saw this fragrance, I didn't blind buy because I'm like, watermelon and chocolate or cacao. So the owner explained that there's a resin mixed with the cacao that makes it doesn't smell like chocolate, but it makes it smell a little more vanillic. And what I get from this fragrance is not cacao. I get a lot of vanilla, okay? And that vanilla reminds me, blended with the coconut, it reminds me of a like watery coconut milk. So you get that watermelon in here. And now, even today, a lot of people don't get it, but I get the ambergris, which makes it a little animalic in the opening. It makes it a little sea-like, almost a little like you sprinkled salt. You know, I don't know who put salt on watermelon, but in the South, they use salt on watermelon. So I think that is where that ambergris and that watermelon kind of blends together and makes it a little more nostalgic, because a lot of older people put salt on watermelon. Today, you guys use tahini on watermelon, but the OG older folks, they use your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, great-great-great-great-grandmothers, they use salt on their watermelon. But that ambergris is giving it that salt, that sea salt sprinkled on watermelon. That animalic scent is gone away. It only lasts for, about 2-3 minutes, And then you get almost a creamy, slightly lactonic coconut. It almost reminds me of, I don't know who drinks or if you drink boba. My coworkers are always ordering milk tea from like a Vietnamese drink place or a boba lounge with fruit inside. So can you imagine? You got like a milk tea, a coconut milk tea, and you've chopped up some watermelon slices and you've dumped that into the coconut milk tea. It is very warm, almost slight gourmand leaning, and the dry down, you guys. This one is absolutely amazing. It still maintains that ambergris in here is gorgeous, you guys. It maintains that watermelon and ambergris and creamy, slightly sweetened vanillic coconut in here the entire time. No, it doesn't smell like watermelon candy to me. This is more than just a watermelon scent. This is a niche watermelon scent that you need to get your nose on. It is gorgeous. Anyway, Wave Child, I am loving it. Like I said, I get prominent notes of watermelon, coconut milk, coconut water, ambergris, a little bit of saltiness. It is creamy, slightly smooth. It is gorgeous. Get your nose on it. You can, not only can you wear this in the summer, but you can wear this all year long if you wanted to add a little bit of fruitiness to your seasons because it's creamy. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And the performance is beast, okay? It lasted 12 hours on my skin. I would say 8 to 10 hours on my skin, 12 hours plus on my clothes. All right, that's enough. The next watermelon scent or melon scent we're going to talk about is one I just went to an event this past weekend. This event, it's a fragrance event. It's a smaller event for indie houses or new perfume houses that want to get exposure. I saw day 3 there, which we'll talk about in just a second. And I also saw Colt of Kori. Colt of Kori was also at Scent Explore in December. And I love this fragrance when I smelled it in December. So when I saw them there at, it's called Pineapples. It's an event that happens for one day. I think it's just one day every year. They do award ceremonies, all that. It is sponsored by Jason. He's also a fragrance lover. And I think he's a writer for a men's magazine as well, and a fragrance reviewer. I will link his channel down below. But this is Colt of Kori. So he was over there and he has 2 fragrances out now. One is in here, and I'll open up the package for you. But I'll give you guys the backstory on this brand next time. I wasn't expecting to review it too much, but let me untie this knot. So this is a scarf, and I thought that was pretty clever, you know, instead of a bag, you know, very sustainable because you can reuse this scarf. So Colt of Kori, and this is called MELON MASU, okay? So this is absolutely stunning. This is another melon fragrance that I absolutely love. So in here, you have your sake, there's pear, there's cucumber, and I'm so glad the notes are back here. Cucumber, there's mountain water, there's green melon, like honeydew melon, and it is juicy. There's also rose, Irish jasmine, fermented rice, sweet musk, Japanese cedar, hinoki wood, and amber. So he lists everything back here. And look at the box here. It says, be mischievous. And on this side, it says Colt of Kori. And on the back, it says a summer sake scent that blends Japanese cedar, flor melon, and warm ambers. Okay. And yeah, I wonder what's his relation to Japan, because there's some Japanese writing down here as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this. Now he has another scent that's in here as well as a tester, which I thought was pretty clever. All right, so I have not opened this up, you all. So let me peel the sticker off, you know, and it opens up. Oh, I forgot. It opens up like this, okay? So this is MELON MASU. And this is a 50 ml, and the price was $175, I believe. And I think it was discounted. This one is called Unseen Mineral. This one's very fresh, ozonic. We'll go ahead and smell that one as well. But this one here, MELON MASU. So the sample comes at the top and it closes up. So MELON MASU, let's go ahead and spray this on my finger. So it's beautiful. You absolutely get like a rice water. Slight minty note to this, you know. Yes, it's very fresh, very mentally stimulating. You get that sweet green honeydew melon. This is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what sake smells like. I've tasted sake before, but I don't remember it. But literally you get like a rice water, green honeydew melon, slightly sweetened vanillic, you know. It's very fresh, very airy, very serene, you know. Very, like I said, very mentally stimulating. But I don't think it said, maybe it's like a cucumber mint. Or yeah, so it's almost like a cucumber melon mint, okay? That's what it's kind of giving me. Cucumber melon mint. Not that Bath & Body Works cucumber melon mint either. But a beautiful cucumber melon mint, slightly woody, fresh, airy. I love this. I loved it at Scent Explore when I smelled it in November. So like I said, when I saw him there, when I smelled it in December at Scent Explore in New York. So when I saw him there at the Pineapples event, I was like, oh my gosh, let me revisit this. and I smelled it again. Eyes rolled back into my head, and I knew that I had to have it. He also has some newness coming out that he let me smell as well. 2 new fragrances that are coming out are absolutely gorgeous. I won't say anything. I won't give you the notes, but they are gorgeous, and I definitely need one of those that I was obsessed about in my collection. So anyway, I don't get, there may be like a little bit of a sweet musk, but it's not too musky. But this is very, very upscale smelling, you know, very sophisticated, you know. So anyway, Melon MASU, I love this. Now the other one that he had, I liked it, but I didn't love it. And there's something, I don't know what this is on the bottle, but this is paper and the top, and that's it, y'all. So anyway, this one, I remember smelling it, but I was like, it's nice. It's very fresh. It smells very molecular, smells very mineral. And it says a winter soaking scent that blends yuzu, lychee hot steam, and hinoki. And that is Onsen Mineral. Let me get this out of here if I can, you all. If not, then we shall talk about it later. So anyway, I hope you all are doing well. It's stuck. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this here. So let's spray it in the white, because the dark makes, I feel like that may make it smell a little dark black. So anyway, this is fresh. I get that fresh yuzu. It smells like almost like a gingery, fresh, citrusy yuzu, like very mineral, very clean, very airy. You know, this is a very nice fragrance. You know, if you like those notes, yuzu, sparkling yuzu, fresh, warm, spicy, woody, that hinoki wood. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful scent. But I love the melon one more. So, but yeah, I really like this one as well. You know, slightly aromatic, fresh, all that. So anyway, so moving right along to the next one, we're going to briefly go through these. So you all know that 2 days ago, I had my event at Ex Nihilo. Shout out to the team at Ex Nihilo for throwing me such a lovely event. We had drinks inspired by Flor Narti. They were absolutely amazing, delicious. They gave out goodie bags to all of my guests, which had like travel size Flor Narcotiques, plus it had 2 or 3 samples inside. Such an amazing event, and thank you to Ex Nihilo and the team that honored me that night. You know, they know that I love Ex Nihilo. They've been watching my reviews. They watched my review from day 1, and I absolutely love that, y'all. So y'all, like I said, they are watching us review, and I love that they're the owners, the brands, the people that run these companies are watching the reviews. So anyway, they gifted me one of these fragrances, and I purchased a big bottle of the other. So now this one's from the collection signature. This is what we were there to celebrate, not only me, but the collection signature. So there's so many renditions of Flor Narcotique now. You can get Flor Narcotique with more vanilla, with more rose, with more musk. You can get it with more orange blossom. I love the Flor Narcotique, and this is created with the Osmolol machine over in, I think she said they had one in Bergdorf as well, where you can add single note perfumes or single notes to some of their perfumes. There are 2 or 3 perfumes from each collection that you can add single notes to. So I sampled, they're already pre-mixed in the boutique, so you can sample them, and then you can smell the difference between the OG Flor Narcotique and then the renditions of the musk, rose, vanilla, orange blossom, and some other ones. So I love the rose added to Flor Narcotique. I also fell in love with the musk added to Flor Narcotique. Flor Narcotique is their signature fragrance. Blue Talisman. Ex Nihilo is known by Flor Narcotique, okay? So it's one of their staple fragrances. So we had a bottle painter there, you all. So I got another I have the Flor Narti Extrait and I have the OG. I'm almost halfway through the bottle of the OG. So I got Flor Narti added with Musk. Now the outside bottle is different. It'll say collection signature. This one added with Musk, and I did not know, you guys, when you spray it one time, the atomizer actually disappears. I did not know that about Flor Narti fragrances, okay? So you may look at your bottle, pull it out the box, you'll see the atomizer. After you spray it one time, it actually disappears. And then there's the inscription or the name of the fragrance on the back. So you literally look through the fragrance. So anyway, Flor Narti, we all know that there's that peach, there's bergamot, there's lychee in there, there's peony, there's rose in there, there's some moss, there's some woods in there. It's very fresh, pretty, lush, creamy, slightly powdery, all of that. It is absolutely fruity, floral. It is absolutely beautiful. I get more of that peach, lychee, peony, plus the creaminess and the powdery vanilla from this fragrance. Now, when I cut it with the musk, it cut into the powderiness of the fragrance. It cut into the slight sweetness of the fragrance. It became very airy, fresh, slightly molecular, more sensual, more sexy. It became less, I don't want to say less girly, but it became a little less, because I don't want to call Flor Narti juvenile, because it's not juvenile. It became a little more sensual, still pretty, but it just became a little more sensual and sexier with that musk inside. Y'all, like I said, it cut into the powderiness of the fragrance, made it a little more fresh, musky, airy, molecular, sensual, and sexy when I added musk, the natural note of musk to this fragrance. Y'all, it is beautiful. So if you are interested in any of these fragrances, contact Jen or Liza over at the Los Angeles boutique. I will list all of their information down below. Your bottle will not be painted. This happened at the event. But if you want to try some things from the collection signature, you can go into the Los Angeles boutique and try them. Also, if you want to have a fragrance made and sent to you, they can do that as well. They can ship from the location as well. Because I know sometimes people have a hard time shipping when it's from the actual site in France, okay? Anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. I love this rendition of Flor Narti. Now, y'all know that last summer, I purchased a 30 ml of Blue Talisman. I don't know why I did that to myself, but I was like, I need another bottle, the big bottle of Blue Talisman. So I decided to do it, and I decided to have my bottle painted. The Flor Narti with musk was gifted to me. This one I purchased, okay? So I purchased, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. What's that reel over on Instagram? Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Yeah, it's my dream. It's my dream. Anyway, you guys, Blue Talisman, you already know it's absolutely stunning and a summer fragrance that you need. Jen said at one point Blue Talisman was sold out because Chad Ochocinco was talking about it. Your girl was talking about it as well. And they literally sold out of this fragrance. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. Okay, I can't smell it because I haven't sprayed it yet from here, but it is slightly powdery. It almost gives you a beautiful, I would say, orange blossom, slightly powdery, fresh, airy take on a blue fragrance, okay? Plus you get the ginger, the pear in there. It smells blue, it smells aquatic, fresh, ozonic, molecular. That Akigala wood in there makes it, ooh, it makes it amazing, y'all. The Akigala wood, the orange blossom, the pear, the ginger. It is stunning. Jordi Fernandez outdid himself with Blue Talisman, and I absolutely love it. So next, y'all, we're going to go through these really fast, okay? Adamo, because we're going to talk about Adamo again. I ended up purchasing, if you saw my review, I will link it down below. So Adamo's fragrances, I was gifted the sample kit. And then I decided to purchase the bottles because I love them so much. Now I purchased 1, 4, and 5. Look at these. The packaging was stunning. If you follow me over on Instagram, I did an unboxing. The packaging is absolutely stunning. Love the green and the gold on top of this beautiful, the bottle's heavy, on top of this beautiful black and white, you all. It says Adamo. Let me shine this bottle up because I hate it when it looks so fingerprinty on camera. So this is what the back looks like. It says Adamo Parfum, and this is number 5. Now, number 5, I don't mean to make that noise, y'all. It's gold here. The cap is weighted and heavy. The bottle's heavy. This is a plaque, I believe, a shiny plaque. It is leather in here. There's leather and oud in here, you guys, and I love it, okay? So I'm obsessed with number 5. So there's some ginger in here. There's Brazilian coffee. There's this creamy Brazilian coffee. There's ginger in this fragrance. There's also oud. There's leather. It's creamy. There's dark chocolatey cacao in this fragrance, or dark chocolate in this fragrance. It's woody, it's slightly smoky, it's sexy, it's dark, but bright and warm in the opening, and citrusy and zesty, and it dries down to this creamy, almost like a creamy, dark chocolatey, slightly espresso, slightly leathery scent. It is balanced to perfection. Y'all know that I'm not a huge leather lover, but when I heard that leather was in this fragrance, when I looked at it, I was like, maybe that's not for me over there because it has leather in it. When I smelled it, I was like, wow, the leather in here is so sophisticated. It is so sensual, so smooth. I am loving this fragrance. The chocolate in here is not too much. The oud in here is not too much. I think there's Cambodian oud in this fragrance, so it makes it a little sweeter, a little more vanillic, chocolatey with that warm coffee. This is like one of my favorite coffee fragrances, y'all. This is like one of my favorite gourmand fragrances, and I am obsessed. This is going to the top of the list of my favorite, like my top 10 gourmands, my top 5 gourmands, you know? Sensual, sophisticated, sexy, all of that. So this is Adamo, and this is number 5. So I also ordered number 1. Number 1 is absolutely gorgeous. I wore number 1 over the weekend as well. Number 1 is beautiful. There's a berry scent from number 1. You get some raspberries. I'm also getting some fresh, like maybe like black currant or maybe blackberry scents, you know? It's powdery from that orris. It's raspberries, berries, powdery. It's woody. It is absolutely stunning. I smell rose in here as well. It is beautiful, but if you love the note of iris and berry, slightly woody in the dry down, it's slightly feminine leaning to me as well, then you're gonna love this fragrance. This is very sophisticated. It is very upscale. It is very dress up. It is very luxurious. But yeah, like I said, there's violet in here. That powdery, fresh, airy violet mixed with the berries. And like I said, I'm getting a slight rosy scent as well. You know, mixed with a slight woodiness. It is absolutely stunning. Number 1, get your nose on it. Also, I know, I've been spending my coins, okay? Also, that's why I like staying at work, because I don't spend as much when I'm at work, okay? Also, number 4, sexy. That's all I gotta say. Number 4 is one of my favorite rose oud fragrances, okay? Literally. So number 4, it is a beautiful rose oud scent, slightly sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. It is so super, super sexy. Rose oud. I don't know if there's lychee in here or another fruit, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna do another review on this fragrance when the other fragrances come out, but watch my review below. I will list it in the description box, but yeah, I've talked about this enough. I don't know. I can't decide which one's my favorite, number 4 or number 5. They are both equally a love and an obsession. And then I like number 1. But this rose oud in here is stunning, you guys. There's oud safi in here. It is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Sweet, vanillic, mouth-watering, delicious, super sexy. Number 4, get your nose on it. Also, we're going to do a single house review on some other fragrances. I finally met day 3. The owner I met over there, we'll talk about this briefly. They gifted me this fragrance, Delmar, when I was in Zanzibar. I gave away a lot of fragrances when I was over in Zanzibar. So they reached out to me over a year and a half ago. The reason why I didn't talk about it initially, because I wanted to get more of their fragrances in my collection, but I kept missing them. Over at Scent Explorer, their table was oh so crowded all the time. I didn't feel like pushing through the crowd. So I kept saying, I'm going to wait my turn. I'm going to wait my turn. Finally, the third day or second day, I wore some shoes that was hurting my feet very bad. And I sat down literally for 6 hours, okay? And did master classes. So anyway, Delmar, they gifted me Delmar over a year and a half ago. And this is their bottle. And I will show you their new bottle now. And they liked the fact that I was giving away fragrances over in Zanzibar. So they were like, can we send you a fragrance? They were some of the first people that sent me fragrances, you guys. I wasn't even getting as many fragrances a year and a half ago. So I was very appreciative of them sending me fragrances. And initially I thought it was a scam. So it took me a while to answer them, but then I finally answered them and I was like, sure, they seem very genuine, authentic. I looked at their page and they sent it to me. I love the fragrance off that. So they sent me Delmar, very tropical, fresh, and almost smells a little pineapple-y, guava-y, citrusy, bright, juicy. It is beautiful. Bonnie. Now, their bottles are like this, like a year and a half ago, okay, when they sent me this fragrance. Indie house brand. I think they're considered indie house. Make sure you go show them some love, all of that. Amazing brand, and their fragrances are gorgeous. And they all, even though they carry heavier notes in their fragrances, they smell so clean and fresh and very organic smelling, and they're beautiful, very non-offensive, but they have depth and character and the meaning behind them as well. So this is their new bottle, Bonnie. I love the new wooden top. Bonnie is a beautiful mango scent that I'm going to talk to you guys about. I absolutely love. One, I knew that I wanted to get Bonnie. I have like tons of fragrances that have been sitting in my basket over there. I ordered like 10 mLs from the fragrance house and I never purchased because I was getting sidetracked. I did not know. So when I saw them at Pineapples, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are here. I was so happy to meet. It's a husband and wife couple. They are so beautiful and I absolutely love the two of them and all of their fragrances as well. The other one I got is La Tacita de Cafe. It is a beautiful coffee fragrance. Very fresh, airy, beautiful. The next one I got is Philosophia. It is a chocolate fragrance, very woody, sandalwoody. It almost smells like a Palo Santo, very dusty, airy cacao fragrance. I need to wear these fragrances. The next one I got is Midnight Whisperer. I was obsessed when I smelled this. Midnight Whisperer. Ooh, it is so good, clean. I think they thought that I would like some of the heavier ones. They got one with myrrh and frankincense that I absolutely love. But they also gifted me a discovery kit. And I'm going to go through these fragrances so I can give you all a thorough review. I think that was long enough, you guys. Go out into the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that. And make sure, like I said, you go follow Day 3 over on Instagram. Beautiful couple, beautiful fragrance house. Go follow Colt of Kori. These are small indie houses that you absolutely need to get samples from or bottles if you want to, and get your nose on these fragrances, and y'all show them some love. And Adamo. Ooh, y'all, Adamo, okay? Anyway, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that good stuff. And I love you all. Bye-bye.